Hello everyone, welcome back to our learning channel. My name is Teacher Evelyn and I'm so glad that you're here today. In this lesson, we're going to learn all about fuels that are used at home for cooking and lighting, how we can conserve them, their advantages, and some safety rules to follow when using them. So get your notebook, pen, and let's get learning together. Part 1. What are fuels? Fuel is any material that can be burnt or used to produce heat and energy. We use fuels every single day. When we're cooking, when we're heating water, ironing, and even when we light our homes in the dark. There are many types of fuel, and today we'll focus on those we use at home for cooking and lighting. Fuels used for cooking. Let's start with fuels used at home for cooking. Different homes use different types of fuel, depending on what is available and affordable. Look at some common ones. First, we have firewood. Firewood is used in many rural areas. It comes from trees. It is cheap and easy to find, but it produces smoke that can cause coughing and eye irritation, and it can also lead to cutting down of so many trees. The second one is charcoal. Charcoal is made from burning wood slowly without air. It's easier to use than firewood and gives more heat. However, it also produces smoke, and cutting trees for charcoal can cause deforestation. Let's move on to kerosene. It's a liquid fuel used in stoves. It burns with a bright flame and is so easy to store, but kerosene can cause fires if not handled properly, and it does give off a very strong smell. Liquid petroleum gas, commonly called cooking gas, burns clearly and does not produce smoke. It's fast, efficient, and safe when used carefully, but it is more expensive and needs to be handled with care to avoid leaks. Biogas is also a clean and renewable fuel made from animal waste, food remains, or plant materials. It burns clearly and helps reduce waste in the environment. It requires a biogas digester, which can be very expensive to install at first. Part 3. Fuels used for lighting. Now let's move to fuels used for lighting our homes, especially in places without electricity. First, we have kerosene. It's used in lamps and lanterns. It gives bright light but produces smoke and smells and can cause accident if spilled or placed near curtains or papers. Another one is candle, which is made from wax. It's easy to use and available everywhere, but they can also melt quickly and cause fires if left unattended. Electricity and solar energy are modern and clean sources of lighting. Solar lamps use sunlight stored in batteries. Electricity and solar light do not produce smoke and are safe if wires are properly fixed. Now let's look at ways of conserving fuels. Now that we know the different fuels used at home, let's learn how to conserve them. Conserving fuel means using it wisely so that it does not get wasted. Ways to conserve cooking fuel include: use cooking pots with lids to save on heat. Cook enough food for everyone at once instead of cooking several times. Use dry firewood because it burns faster and produces more heat. And of course, use energy-saving stoves and jikos. It's also important to use gas stoves that do not leak and switch off immediately after cooking. We should also encourage the planting of trees to replace the ones that are cut for fuel like firewood and charcoal. Ways to conserve lighting fuel include: switch or put off lights when they're not in use. Make sure you use energy-saving bulbs. Use solar light instead of kerosene lamps if you can afford it. Use lamps with clean glass so that light can pass easily. Avoid leaving candles burning after you sleep because that's just wastage. Part 5. Advantages of conserving fuel. Conserving fuel has many advantages. Let's list some. Some advantages of conserving fuels include it helps save money for the family because the less you use, the less you'll have to buy. It also reduces smoke and air pollution. Like, who doesn't like a clean air? Protects forests by reducing trees that are being cut down. We don't want to create deserts now, do we? And it also ensures that fuel lasts longer. It promotes cleaner and healthier homes, and it also helps to protect animals and save our environment because cutting down trees and the smoke that comes from burning them is bad for the atmosphere. Now let's move to safety when you're using these fuels. When using different types of fuels, safety is very important. Here are some safety rules to always remember. Keep matches and lighters away from children. Never leave cooking unattended. Always check for gas leaks by using soapy water and not by fire. Do not cook near flammable materials like paper or cotton. Store fuel like kerosene and gas in proper containers and keep your kitchen well ventilated. Put out all lamps and candles before you go to bed. Now let's make a quick review of what we have learned in today's lesson. First, we discussed different types of fuel that we use at home for cooking and for lighting. Can you remember all the types of fuel that we learned today? List them down one by one. You can pause this video and try to recall all the types of fuel that we learned. I'm going to mention a few of them: charcoal, firewood, kerosene, electricity, and solar energy. We learned ways to conserve this fuel, and we saw the advantages of conserving this fuel. Why don't you list down some advantages that you can remember? We finished with safety rules when using them for our own well-being. Remember, fuel is valuable. Use it wisely and safely. Thanks for watching. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to your classmates so that they can also learn. See you next time.